It's Vertiz and the No More Black Tips podcast. What's going on, everyone?
I'm good, man. Mr. DJ Rose.
What's up? What's up? This is your boy, the 706 Stunner. OJ the Juice Man in the building. Let's get it.
What everyone's sipping on today?
Shoot, I'm sipping on City Gin and some Uncle Nearest.
I'm drinking this IPA from the AUG, Dungeons and Floggings.
You already know what it is. I'm on the brown and the white
Okay.
and the red.
She on everything over there.
Everything. Let's get it.
So let's get this week started with this week in sports.
Before we get started, you know what I'm saying, I want to send a shout out to Jay Ryder, you know what I'm saying. He put the music down, the rhymes for the intro, you know what I'm saying. So shout out to Jay Ryder, you know what I'm saying. So now it all happened in the week. Go ahead, Vertizi.
This week in sports. For those who watch Thursday Night Football, the Chiefs opened up their title defense of the Super Bowl title against the Detroit Lions, who barely missed the playoffs last year. Rose, any thoughts on this game? Detroit squeaking out a victory in Kansas City?
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. My takeaway was Tony dropping all those passes and that pick six. That's pretty much what opened the game up because it was a good game. Mahomes still looked like Mahomes. He looks good, but his receivers, I ain't know half the people who they were. So that was kind of crazy. And the Lions looked like who they thought it was going to be. The Lions, they looked good. Everybody said they was going to probably have a good year. They finished last season off strong, and they started this one off strong. So shout out to the Lions. What up, though?
Yeah, that was a huge win for the Lions, man, to beat Kansas City and Kansas City. Yeah, I know, Travis didn't play, but hey, man, that's still Pat Mahomes across there. My takeaways from the game was, one, the receiving core, but they can't drop all them passes if they want to repeat. Two, that nigga Pat Mahomes he ain't human, man. Because on 3rd and 20, he hits someone in the hands. On 4th and 25, he hits someone in the hands. It reminded me of the Super Bowl where he didn't have time, but he's still hitting the boys in the hands. The second takeaway was Chris Jones know he a motherfucking villain. You holding out. Now, everyone know when you hold out, you're not supposed to come to the games. You supposed to be like, he was supposed to be at the theater tweeting, oh yeah, I just saw the new Equalizer, that John McCall, he the truth. They showed this nigga in the skybox, sitting there watching the game talking about, I contributed to the team, so I feel like I need to be here opening night. And he just watching the defense just get pummeled. And they turned to him saying, Chris, we need you. Chris, we need you. Hey, Juice, man, any thoughts on the opening week with game?
Man, believe it or not, I missed this game. And I thought Kansas City won by 1 or 2 points. So it was an upset to me when I found out that Detroit actually won by 1 point. So I was upset by that. But when I watched the video footage, like y'all said earlier, dude, you a professional football player. Who paid you to do that dumb ass shit? Because it ain't hard to catch a ball, bro. I can go out there at 43 and do a better job. Like bro, for real though. For real though. Come on, man. Like, you're a professional football player. That means you do not drop passes.
You're not supposed to.
That's an error.
He dropped. I think he had 3
see
drops
the
or 4
highlights
drops.
is like
Man,
5, 6. Yeah, I said highlight. He dropped to like 5 or 6, and then like you say, one got picked at. Bro, who paid you to do that dumbass shit? Because bro, ain't no fucking way.
Who paid you?
Who paid you, nigga? For real. How much you make? Okay, what's your salary and how much you made off that bullshit? Because that shit was unreal. Because ain't no way Mahomes is actually gonna go to you 5, 6 times. Okay, I break it down 4 times, and you fumbling like that. That means in practice you was catching them all, bro. So who paid you? Okay, let's go.
Hey, man, so what this game did show, Jared Goff is trying to be in that top quarterback conversation.
No.
And for you, and speaking of top quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Mr. Joe Cool, just got paid $275 million.
He deserves it.
$219 million guaranteed.
He deserves
Making him
it.
the highest paid quarterback in the league and highest paid ever. Rose, any thoughts on this?
I told y'all ninjas. I told y'all he was gonna get
He
paid,
deserves it.
and he got the biggest bag. I told you he was going to get the biggest bag when Justin Herbert signed his. I told you, wait on Joe Burrow to see what he gonna do. But yeah, he got the bag. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he deserves it. He did good, man. He's been stepping up. He took them boys to the Super Bowl, took them boys to the AFC Championship games. He deserved to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with him getting his. I ain't got no problem at all.
Juice man.
And y'all know I'm pro-black. But guess what? Burrow, you my nigga. Yes, sir, I said it. I'm pro-black. And I don't mess with the white folks like that. But guess what? Joe Burrow, you my nigga. Because, hey, anybody that can get sacked, how many times? 8, 11, 12?
It was 8 times.
See, this nigga, bro, he deserves that bag. He deserves that bag. I can't complain. I can't complain at all about this situation. It's not a white or black thing. He deserves the money. Pay the man, because I know he hurt. He hurting right now. Hey, give me a meal. I'll rub down your back with some icy hot. How about that, homeboy? You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
C's asked me a couple weeks ago about how I feel about some players getting paid top dollar. And I broke it down to him. One, you have to be in the conversation to be the best in your position. So if you're in that top 3, top 5 conversation, then yeah, whenever it's your time, you're supposed to become the highest paid player for however long that's going to last. So Joe Burrow deserves the money. He's arguably the best quarterback in the league. I got him like number 3 in the league at the moment. So he deserves the money, man. But speaking of pro-blackness, though, for those who was watching the U.S. Open this week, right before the podcast aired today, Coco Gauff won the U.S. Open.
Coco Gauff.
Yeah, Coco Gauff won the U.S. Open, her first Grand Slam title. And my thoughts on this one, I saw 2 of the matches. I saw the first one where she was facing the white girl from, I think, Germany or something, and she kept slowing the match down. And I saw half of the match, this match that she played today, when she actually won. It was great seeing her win, falling to the ground crying. She's been talking all U.S. Open about how Serena is her idol. I think she is now the face of women's tennis, probably the face of this tennis period, to be honest. And I just want to take people back to when she was 16. She's 19 now. She was 16, and she had more courage than a lot of these grown adults, athletes, professional athletes. When the George Floyd situation happened, she basically gave a talk to a university, to her school or whatever, and was talking about how white people need to listen to their black friends, black neighbors when they're telling them about racism and telling them about stuff. At 16, she did that. So, hey, I'm happy that she's the face of women's tennis, especially she's black, and she has the courage to speak up for black people. So, salute to her. Congratulations. Roseanne?
Yeah, I'm happy for her. She's 19. As far as tennis, when you're 19, that's when you're in your prime. That's when she's going to be the best that she's going to be. And she can get better, though. So I'm proud of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see a sister back on the biggest stage in the world in tennis. And, man, now she needs to get that bag. I need to be seeing her in these commercials and everything.
Facts.
And all that. We need to replace her. All the commercials that Serena's in, she needs to get those commercials now because she's that girl now. You know what I'm saying? She ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like Ricky said, I ain't one of them. Do not mess with that girl. I am not one of them.
Hey, Rose, as a 2-time fantasy football champion.
Two time.
I got a question. Did you start Kadarius Toney did you start any of the Chiefs receivers in any of your lines?
No, I don't even have none of the Chiefs receivers. But I'm glad I didn't pick up Toney because I thought about it. Because I thought he was going to having a really good season this year. I'm glad I didn't pick him up.
Yeah, that for those who might have started him, that was ugly. Do you have any players that you're looking for this week in fantasy?
I just want to see Lamar, what Lamar's going to do. I'm mad that I picked up Cooper Kupp and he hurting on injured reserve. He out for 4 weeks. But I just want to see I want to see it's mostly quarterbacks though. I want to see the Atlanta defense since they paid everybody. I want to see Lamar Jackson, and I want to see Jordan Love. And see what he's gonna do. And I can't wait to see Aaron Rodgers too on Monday Night Football, 9/11. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be so exciting. I can't wait.
I want to see that Browns offense, which means Deshaun Watson. He used to be a top 5 quarterback before all the massage parlor, allegations. Amari Cooper, another, potential top player. And then me and Rose have been talking about it. The fall for grace from Nick Chubb. He was drafted, top 5, top 7 last year in fantasy. And in some leagues I was drafted in, you could get him in the late second round. So I just want to know, why do people feel like he's not going to be good? The second thing, Garrett Wilson, man. Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. I want to see if that duo is going to look as good as HBO Max Hard Knocks made them look. Because they look like that's going to be the number 1 receiver in the league. Aaron's going to be back being a top 5 quarterback. And lastly, John Robinson, man. I want to see if he's going to have that Saquon season. Saquon had his rookie season, or even better, man. Because, hey, man, I got him in a couple of leagues. I got a lot of stalking you, man. Don't let me down. But let's move from fantasy to real. Do you have any matchups in week 1 or any players that you want to, see what they can do this first week of the NFL season?
Yeah, just like I just said, the Jets and the Bills. I want to see that's going to be a good game. I'm ready to see that one. And I'm ready to see the Giants and the Cowboys. I want to see that game. And I want to see Atlanta play and see what they're going to do. See how they going to be looking. And I'm interested in seeing. I know Washington plays the Cardinals. Washington. I want to see what they going to do. The Redskins and the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested in that game because Eric Bieniemy. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what their offense going to look like and see if they go stop crying and be some men.
So it's actually kind of funny because some of my real life picks are the ones you pick in fantasy. I want to see what Jordan Love want to do and that offense, because you let go of a Hall of Fame quarterback. Jordan Love had to show something in practice for you to feel comfortable. And I just want to harp on people to this. Don't just remember, when the Packers did this back in the day to Brett Favre, we didn't know what Aaron Rodgers was going to be, and look where he became. I'm not saying Jordan Love going to hit them heights, but that organization has shown they know what a quarterback looks like. 2, man, Atlanta spent all this money in offseason on defense. Spent draft picks on the defense. I want to see that defense. That defense needs to show me they can be a top 10 defense, because defense wins championships. And even if we're not going to be great this year, I just want to feel comfortable that this defense is going in the right place. We got some top people in the secondary. I hope the pass rush is actually there. And lastly, bro, where you started off, man, Buffalo and the Jets to open the week, Monday Night Football, bro. I told Rose, man, earlier today, you can't ask for a better opener to Monday Night Football than a team that's been as good as the Bills the last couple of years, and a team that has Aaron Rodgers and all the hype they have. That is, I think, going to be a great game. And FYI, I'm going to let you know, I'm picking the Jets to win that game in a close shootout.
Yeah, I think the Jets are probably going to win that too. And they might go to the Super Bowl too. I wish they could play Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
And they might, man. And to end the week of sports off, I didn't give my Super Bowl predictions last week, but I'm going to go KC, and I'm going to have the 49ers. That is my Super Bowl picks. So, moving on to TNT.
Tears or no tears. TNT. Dynamite. Boom.
So, there's been a video surfacing online of a cop in uniform with his state vehicle and having a black woman, come in the vehicle and him entering the back of the vehicle. And now it's been confirmed that apparently he was having sex on duty, and apparently he has a history of doing this. And I think he's been suspended one time from what C's told me early in the week from this incident, as well as he had some back, story drama where he was messing with another coworker's wife or an ex-wife or whatever, and apparently it started abusing the kids physically or whatever. Rose, man, protect and serve. What you think about them protecting and serving that person?
Yeah, yeah. It's a funny story. The video is funny, but it's crazy because the wife got online and was saying that he's been messing with this. So it wasn't like a prostitute or anything. It's like his mistress that he's been messing with this girl for a while now, and the girl, she was married, but now her husband left her, but he's still messing with her, and I guess his wife's supposed to stick beside him too because she didn't say he was leaving or anything like that. So, but I thought it was funny. Like you in a park, it's like kids running around. He ain't giving out one else.
Yeah, bro, you can get charges for that, bro. Be labeled a sex offender, bro.
Yeah, he ain't getting out one else. You know what I'm saying? He was saying, I'm about to get this, but I just wish they would have went somewhere else. Like what? Like he didn't care. He didn't care if he's on camera or anything. Like he said, this is my girl. I'm gonna handle my business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He in hot water right now though, but. But I'm trying to. I wonder what his back seat if he had a seat in it. 'Cause I know some of them back seats they don't even have seats in them.
Some are very uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he got it in. So I ain't got no issues with it. What you think, Ortiz?
Yeah, for me personally, man, we've all had sex in the backseat of the car before. And most of us, we've done it in the park, regrettably. But when you become a man and you got money, you supposed to get one of them $30 motel rooms and do your business there, man. Secondly, on duty, nigga, like you wearing your whole uniform and shit. You probably had your little camera on your chest in the motherfucking state car. Probably when you be booking criminals and stuff, they in the backseat like, why it smell like sex back here and shit? Yeah, that shit was just wild to me, man. But I ain't got no tears for him, man.
Yeah, I ain't got no tears for him
I
either.
heard he was suspended with pay, man. I don't know if he got fired or not, but I heard he got suspended with pay. You know, Juice, man, you was you able to catch any of this?
Who was it?
We got a cop who was basically having sex with his mistress on duty.
Very common. Very common. Very common. Very common. Let me repeat that again. It's very common. Very common. So he got, for all we know, very common. Let's go on next.
Hey, so this next one, man, there was a video of a woman. I guess a man in a wheelchair asked for the number apparently, and she said no. I want to make it to all the male audience. When people tell you the worst thing she can say is no, that is not true. That woman, for the next few minutes of the video, berated him, started saying, you can't walk, your legs don't work. She started walking like a cripple. She did a little hand gesture showing that he can't walk, cussing him out and everything. And I guess his homeboy, just another bystander, had to tell her to calm down. Rose, man, what you think about this woman just...
Bruh, let me come in. Let me buddy.
All right, Juice, man.
Yes, sir. All right. I know a lot of people that are disabled, that can't walk, in a wheelchair, and they get plenty of bitches. Let me say that again. They get plenty of bitches. Now, this dude in a wheelchair, what kind of car would you drive? Because they make cars for people that can't use their feet. So, what kind of car was you in? Because bro, I don't know. It's like, would you trying to look for love in all the whole wrong places? Maybe, I don't know. Because bro, a lot of people I know they can't walk. When they pull up to a chick, they come in correct. They come in the flyest whip. You know what I'm saying? They flash in the bag. It's like they come in with it. So it's hard for me to say tears, no tears on this, because I guess if I didn't have any legs, it'd be tears. But since I do, it's no tears. But at the same time, I know I want to ask for no chick. Bruh, now we going. You going too deep. You going too deep. You going too deep, bro.
If he was in a wheelchair, his shit would be chromed out.
Trying to tell you.
The wheels would be spinning and spinning. Trying to tell you. Only thing I gotta say on this is I got tears because, hey, it's okay to say that's my preference, but everybody deserves respect and dignity, man. Right. You ain't gotta clown a man just because in a wheelchair.
He probably clowned himself. This nigga probably had a broke down wheelchair talking about, hey, bro, hey, and she was probably a 10.
But talking about people who spending money to try to find love. There was this man who posted videos online. He had this very experimental surgery. It's very high risk now. I just want to make sure everybody understands. A lot of things could have went wrong. To increase, basically, from a C-stone, they have to break your bones just to do the surgery first. but it increased 7 inches of height. Now I'm talking to two individuals that stand over 6 feet tall. So I'm gonna start this one out. Hell no. I don't care if the surgery will make me taller than both of you motherfuckers. I'm not doing no surgery just so I can be taller. Fuck that, man.
I'll tell you.
I ain't got no tears for this man. And this is some of the simp shit I be saying that niggas be on. Juice man.
Okay. With the height thing, he ain't got no game. Because all the shorter niggas I know, they get the pussy first. Because the girl's scared. She's scared of a goddamn big dick nigga. There's plenty. You know how many chicks I done say, hey, what's up, girl? Let me get your name. Let me get your number. No. You too long. You too big. You too long. And these black girls talking like Asians. You gonna hurt me.
I was just about to ask why the bitch sound Asian.
You gonna hurt me. I'm like, bitch, you gonna take this thing? No. I don't want to love you long time. You hurt my inside. You make my guts hurt. Like, come on. Like that shit so fucking bullshit. Like I get tired of these goddamn shits. Oh, I want to do the big dick. No, they don't. These girls do not want a nigga with a big dick. That shit gets on my motherfucking nerves.
All right. Yeah, I ain't got no tears for Buddy either. But he had a lot of money to do it because it cost $250,000.
Yes.
So it's like, but he could have spent that money on something else. But
you could have tricked off my nigga.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he could have spent that money on something else. But he wanted to be taller. He wish he was a baller.
A shot collar.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
You know
I
how
used
many
to have
short
a rabbit
niggas?
in the hat. If I had a chick, I would call her.
You know how many chicks I know that short that don't pull the Amazon? You know, y'all don't know what an Amazon is. An Amazon is a chick over 5'5".
Tears or no tears, Martini?
Oh yeah, bro. I already said I ain't got no tears for that man. Because we went from talking about inches to height to inches to your dick. Let's talk about hair inches. So why Chaosaurus?
We got to go to Juice Man first on this one too.
For y'all know from the incident with, Sukihana, he's back in the news again. Apparently, this Atlanta barber charges $100 to $150 for house car haircuts.
That's cheap.
She went, cut his hair. Apparently, he didn't pay her. She went on social media basically saying, where my money at and how you gonna do me. Kevin Gates and some other celebrities sent her like over $3,000. And YK Sarah's going to basically talk to her and say, hey, I was in prison or jail. I didn't know all this was going on. And they went back and forth or whatever. But now she's saying that, hey, she's going to require a deposit and the rest in cash. As someone that devils in this endeavor, Juice Man, tears or no tears?
You don't pay, you go to jail. Simple as that. That's stealing. If I cut your hair, you don't pay me, you go to jail. It's that simple. That's simple. But with that being said, other people paid her for that dude's hair. She see that's a chick that cut somebody's hair.
Yeah, it was a chick.
It was a chick.
Entitlement. She's fucked up in the head already.
Mm-hmm.
She thinking, oh y'all ain't supposed to be paying me this. No. The money they gave you was for the dude to pay for that dude's haircut. You got more than you're supposed to get. Hey, shut the fuck up. No tears for this.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. No tears for this hoe. Because it's like she went on social media and said, I usually don't do this, but then she went on there. It was almost like she was begging. You know what I'm saying? Like he told her he said he's gonna cash out. I think she cut his hair before. He even did a video for her to promote her business. And then she goes online because he didn't cash out her. But she could have reached out to him directly. And she went on Facebook and Instagram or whatever. It's probably Instagram or TikTok. But it's like that hoe was tripping, you know what I'm saying? And then people felt sorry for her, and I can't believe they sent her money to my what's your cash out.
I just want to know, has she been a male barber where these niggas have still sent money to her?
And she looked like a man.
She do, but she still got titties and a pussy, goddamn.
Yeah, but I tell you one thing though. In Atlanta, $150 for a haircut, nigga, that's cheap. Yeah. I'm planning on moving to Atlanta my damn self because, shit, I need that bread.
I feel you.
Yeah, man, I ain't got no tears for her, man, just because, yeah, man, the nigga did fuck up. He should have paid you or whatever. But, hey, man, you went to social media or whatever. Honestly, man, hey, I would have said, fuck going to social media, man. I just would have texted the nigga, cussed his ass out, called him all kind of punks and bitches, and just went ahead and moved on, and just probably said, hey man, this is how I'm doing business from now on. But hey, it worked out for her, man. She got about 5 bands from it, and you know, YKSO, as I mentioned, did pay her $120 for the haircut. So you know, hey, it is what it is. But let's move on to BG being released from prison.
My ninja.
Juice,
Here we
man.
go. Yes, sir.
Any thoughts on
Free C murder.
this?
See, murderer is a murderer.
We got one out. We need the other.
It's in his name.
He's a murderer.
We got one out. We need no. He was there when it happened. He did not actually pull the trigger. He killed that person. So we need to see murder out. But yeah, it's kind of like Trump and Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? Same charge, but Trump out. And the nigga Thug still in. Free Thug. Even though you may be
Free
guilty,
Jeffrey.
nigga. Free that nigga.
Yeah.
Who Jeffrey?
It's Thug.
No, yeah, free Jeffrey.
Yeah, man. I got tears of joy, man. My boy BG is out. They talking about having a Hot Boy reunion. It's 50 years of hip hop.
No Turk.
Yeah. Nah. But I can't wait to see what he gonna do. I know his music's probably gonna sound different, but he should probably just do something. I don't think he probably should. He could probably go make some more music, but he should be straight either way. I'll listen to it if he make it. Hopefully it sounds good like the old BG. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know when he left Cash Money, he had some good songs, and some of the songs weren't hitting on nothing. But that's still my dude. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists of all time, B Jeezy.
Yeah, man, I got tears, man. You know, Hot Boys was a great group back in the day. Cash Money was the truth or whatever. You know, classic songs, legendary songs. Like you said, Rose, kind of want to see some of the music that they can make. I'm excited for that tour, man. I am sad that Turk's not part of that, going to be part of that. But hey, man, time to come be better. 50 years of hip hop, BG got released. Hot Boys can get back together, man. Hey, man.
How the Hot Boys gonna get back together with no Turk?
I mean, hey, bro, you know, sometimes you don't have to need the whole Beatles. You just need most of them.
No, you gotta have Turk with Hot Boy.
I'm just saying, bro, I can't help if they don't fuck with that nigga. But, yeah, man. I got one question for y'all.
And what that is?
What is wrong with these hoes?
That's what we about to find out.
Here we go.
So, if you've been on social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, unless you've been under the rock, you done heard about this story. A woman was hit by a brick by a man for refusing to give her number. Now, the details are apparently, after she rejected him, she apparently basically started going off on the man or whatever, probably similar to what we talked about earlier with the dude in the wheelchair. The dude picked up a brick, she hit him, she immediately posted on social media saying, all these grown men around didn't do nothing to protect me, they didn't try to stop him, and it's been this whole conversation about when should men protect women, and are men still protect us?
Chivalry.
Juice man.
Okay, for what I'm hearing, the dude was dead wrong for hitting him for a brick. You a pussy ass nigga, and if you run up on me, nigga, you gonna get dealt with real quick. Best believe that. And that's not to protect no hoe. That's not to protect no woman. That's just nigga. If you run up on me, I'm gonna deal with you like a man. I ain't gonna deal you like a woman run up on me with that dumb shit. She might get open hand slapped, yeah, pimp slap real quick. But a nigga. Oh, you getting knuckles or a bullet, nigga? I don't play that shit. Like, for real. He was dead ass wrong. And for the dudes, you know, the shit pop off. So you never know what another man got. So you got to be prepared at all times. So if another man would have ran up like, why you hit that chick? And then she would have said, oh, that's my boyfriend. Leave him alone after she just got fucked up. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, bro. It really is crazy out here. But, what's wrong with these old, for that situation? What's wrong with these niggas? Cause like what the fuck? Why the hell you open hand, nigga?
Donkey Kong that hoe.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. What the fuck? Hit the bitch with a brick? You old pussy ass, fuck ass nigga. Like pull up on me with that dumb ass shit. You see what happens to you?
Hey man, so I'm not even gonna preface my comments by saying a grown man shouldn't hit a woman with a brick because
That shit absurd.
That should be common sense.
Yeah, that shit.
So what I will say is this though. I'm sitting in here with two people who have women in their lives. And when I say women in their lives, I mean daughters, wives, and stuff like that. That they probably feel a need for protection. My thoughts on this, and me and MJ was talking about it would be nice if a random man would have went out and did something to help her or whatever.
That's
but I'm
not
gonna
his
say
job.
this: at the end of the day,
That's not his job.
and maybe both of them, maybe Juice Man and Rose can, when I'm done talking, speak more to it. You have maybe a daughter to go home to, maybe a wife to go home to. Like you said, Juice Man, you don't never know what a motherfucker got.
Mm-hmm.
Like a mother, you could just walk up peacefully and say, "Hey, yo, bro, calm down." That's next thing you know, you on the ground because you done got stabbed,
You real
or
talk.
you done got shot or whatever.
Real
Or
talk.
he might have a partner. They see you walking up and decide out of nowhere to just take you out. So
Real talk.
you got an obligation to get home to your family too.
Mm-hmm.
Two, and I'm just gonna speak from this standpoint as someone who has female cousins. Sometimes, men, we have to let the women in our lives know there are motherfuckers outside this house that don't give a fuck about your well-being.
Mm-hmm.
So when you interact with a man, there's a certain way you might want to. You may not even like certain shit,
It's that entitlement.
but you need to understand. Hey, if I don't like what this man is saying, I probably just need to remove myself from the situation. But getting in an argument with a grown man, the first thing's first. If a grown man is arguing with you and yelling and going back and forth like a bitch, he's already not stable.
Yeah, he a bitch.
Because most men is not going to argue with a female. Most men is going to be like, fuck this up. So if he's already arguing with you and he's not your girl, your boyfriend or your husband, then he's probably already not stable. Two, don't try to give motherfuckers a reason to even put their hands on you. Because for some of these motherfuckers, I'm just going to speak from this standpoint, there are motherfuckers that they don't need a reason to hit some of these women.
Yeah, it's just
And if you give them a reason,
evil motherfuckers out there.
like, so, yeah, man.
Okay, but this is the thing that fucks with me. I'm a 100 motherfucker. What's the new lingo now? I'm a stack ass nigga. I keep it a stack. So nigga, the same shit I'm gonna do for you is you gonna do for me. That's how I look at it. Sometimes it's like, yo, like I'm real quick to snatch a motherfucker up, pistol whip or shoot or kill this nigga for somebody that's down for me. So you fucking around with me, bruh, it's a chance your life is on the line. If you fucking with me or any of my peoples. But will y'all do the same for me? That's a good question sometimes.
Hey, Rose, what you got any thoughts on this situation?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I wish he wouldn't have hit her with a brick. He should have hit that hoe with a bottle. But this hoe right here, man, she goes around smacking people, talking trash to people, all kind of stuff, get drunk and ignorant. So I feel like she deserved to get hit. He shouldn't have hit her with a brick, but he should have hit that hoe with a bottle or something, or Donkey Kong the hoe. She deserved to get hit with something. And she on the camera now, oh, what did I ever do? But they got plenty of videos of you smacking people in the face, drunk, cussing out people, doing all kind of ratchet and just crazy stuff. They got videos of you doing. But you had, now you a victim. Nah, ho, you deserve that brick. You know what I'm saying? You deserve that one, ho. Yeah, you got what you deserve. I bet you'll change your ways you at now. I bet you're gonna run up on people slapping them in their face and doing all other kind of crazy stuff now, ho. Yeah, you got yours.
Hey, two things I want to add. One, me and MJ talked about this. Women, the same threat that you see another woman can be to you, because some of y'all don't have that same energy for other women because you feel like a man is not going to put his hands on you or touch you or whatever. So that same threat that you see a woman can possess, you need to view a man as the same threat. And two, I'm going to say this as someone who's been in correctional facilities. I'm not trying to justify it. I will say this, though. If it's a woman that a man is beating on and other men see her as virtuous, there are plenty of men, and I see this all the time, that will be like, fuck it, I'm going to stop this.
That's a 10. She a badass bitch. She got a big ass booty.
I mean, that and
no
the fact
stomach.
of,
Titties stick up by themselves, no bra.
She's just a good person. Like
Skin glowing.
We can tell,
long hair.
We can tell that she did nothing to deserve what's coming upon her.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, if it's a woman that's constantly nasty to people, that's instigating shit. I see this all the time. I see inmates put their hands on females, and I've gotten to respond, and no inmate stopped it. And I've seen situations where if another inmate even raised their voice to certain women, other inmates will beat that inmate ass. And it's the same way in the real world, bro. If some man, if they see a woman that we just say, hey man, this woman ain't doing nothing, bro, you just fucking with this woman for no reason, most men would stop that. So I just want to pose this question to people listening. What does that say? Fuck the man. What does that say about the woman that a man picked up a brick and hit her, and no man thought to stop it or say anything that might tell you something about her particular character, to be honest. But moving on to men, mental health, and all the stuff they got going on. I was watching the Breakfast Club this week, and I saw Tyrese on there. You know, shout out Tyrese. I saw Tyrese on there, and he was talking about his mental health state the last year and a half, where his head was at when he made that video saying, what more does she want from me? And how he was on these psychedelic meds, and he's never
fuck all of that. He was right.
drugs
He was right.
or drank alcohol before, and how he was going through a depressed state because he was going through a divorce and, of course, you know, a custody battle for his daughter. But then the conversation turned to DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God, and he said, y'all supposed to be my brothers, we supposed to be friends, fuck all this shit that we doing right now. We used to hang out outside of this. Y'all was one of the first platforms to make fun of my video. Y'all didn't reach out to me and make sure I was okay. And DJ Envy pretty much said, man, you was texting some regular shit to my phone, bruh. Like, you was saying shit that I should have boxed you for because you said some disrespectful stuff about my wife to my wife. And Tyrese basically said, hey, man, I was in my right state of mind because of the psychedelic drugs. So it's a two-parter.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that psychedelic drug.
Juice, man.
Tyrese was right.
What's up with the mental health of black men? And two, the second question is...
Fuck the mental health of black men. That bitch was dead ass wrong. He was only married 5 years with this bitch. He was only with this bitch 5 years.
And two, Juice, man.
He was in love. But okay. It's different when a man is in love and a woman is just using this. He didn't know this woman was using him just for the money. He really didn't know. He really didn't know. Like everybody ain't from the streets. Everybody don't know how hard it is out here. A lot of people don't know this shit. So Tyrese, bruh, I feel sorry for your situation.
Those are good points, but the question is, when as a friend, is it okay for you to fall back from another friend? Especially if you might see that friend needs help.
If the friend needs help, I ain't falling back. If the friend needs help, I ain't falling back. Then fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm not falling back. I'm not falling back if a friend needs help.
So in DJ's case, even if, let's just say, I have a drinking problem, I get drunk a lot, and I'm texting disrespectful shit about your wife or to your wife and your kids. Like, when is it okay for you to be like, hey,
you said the kids, nigga, you not crossing the fucking line.
Well, I don't have to. I'm just asking, like, when would you as a friend be like, I can't fuck with this nigga no more? Even though I know he's in a fucked up state.
Okay. I went through this. Okay. When you report me to the police. When you report me to the police, that's when I gotta cut your fucking ass off.
Okay, fair enough.
When you put my life on the line, that's when I get, because I done been through this. Literally, I had a friend. We done been through thick and thin. But you ain't hearing what I'm saying. Okay, you do wrong. Let's say you do drugs. You get caught with a pack of heroin.
Facts.
And you blame that shit on me. Knowing I got no heroin, I got no coke, I got no weed. But you put that shit on me because you protecting the fucking drug dealer that supplied you with this shit.
Okay.
Once you do that, you protecting the drug dealer, but put me in the lane. Like, oh, he sold it to me. So now the cops are calling my phone, questioning me about your actions. I gotta let you go. I gotta step away to let the police know that, hey, I got nothing to do with none of that shit. That nigga's on his own with that shit. So when you end up dead, it's like, oh, what the fuck happened? Like, no, like this nigga put me on the stand. He really tried me. He really goddamn put some papers on me like that type shit. Like I can't. Like what happens to you happens to you.
Rose, you want to go next?
Yeah, it don't matter. You can go in and go if you want to.
So I'll let you finish this one off before we go seconds. So for me personally, like I said, I don't have kids, so I can't even put myself in a position to be like, oh, whatever. I'm not married. I've had girlfriends, and I've had people disrespect them. All I can say is this: if you my boy, and you my boy, I consider you like a brother. Then
brother or cousin.
Nah, man, I can't fall back from you, especially if I know you in a fucked up state, because I know how your behavior is normally. So we can get an altercation, but if I know normally when you're not on drugs or alcohol, or in this case psychedelic meds, that's not really you talking right now. That's an alternate version of yourself that's fucked up. I'm going to do everything in my power to help you. Now, at some point in time, it may get to a point where I may fall back to help you, but what I mean by that is I may go to you and let's say, Juice Man, you got a drinking problem, and every time you
that's it.
And I'm not saying that just and every time you get drunk, it's always some bullshit. I may come to you and say, hey, bro, I can no longer deal with you when you are drinking. So when we hang out, the minute that you order a drink, I'm leaving that event. I don't care if it's a party.
I can't
I don't
blame
care
you.
if I cannot be around you no more. But when you're sober, hey, I can fuck with you, dog. But while you are in this inebriated state, I can no longer deal with you because I don't want to put myself in a position where I hurt you, I say the wrong thing to you, and I can't allow you to continue to dish on my peace. But I'm doing that in the hopes of you will look in the mirror and get whatever help you need. And in this situation, I think Charlamagne was pretty much basically admitting, I fucked up as your friend, I should never left your side. But DJ Envy kept trying to make excuses of why he thought it was okay to leave this man in that state. And me and MGH talked about this. A lot of times we play the result and not what actually happened. Like what you said last week about Colorado, Rose, you didn't care if they won or lost. You saw how they played. A lot of times we don't take the severity of a situation unless it ends seriously. If Tyrese would have killed himself because he's saying he's depressed or was depressed, and on psychedelic meds, which means you had some stuff going on. If he would have killed himself, we would be talking about this situation completely different. Like the whole video of him saying, "What more do you want from me?" wouldn't be as funny as it is now. Just like the Michael Jordan crying meme. It's only funny because that Michael Jordan gave that in the Hall of Fame speech. But if he would have been at Kobe's funeral, like he was when he cried, ain't nobody take no pic of Michael Jordan crying at Kobe Bryant's funeral because we just have common sense to understand. Hey, bro, you crying for a reason. So I just feel sometimes we look at the result of something and then we decide after the result how should we move forward. So Rose, here we go. I'm gonna come back to you, Juice Man, but I want to get to Rose real quick. Rose, where you at?
Yeah, DJ Envy, if you listening, you a hoe.
He is a fuck ass nigga. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga, bruh. Light skin, entitled ass nigga. Yeah. Fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, if you listening, or when you do
fuck
listen,
you, bruh.
You a hoe.
He been a hoe. He been a hoe for a minute. This nigga been on my goddamn.
Y'all be careful.
Nah, fuck that nigga, bro.
I get donkey of the day now,
bro. Hey, give me donkey of the day. I take that shit.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Fuck that nigga DJ. That nigga on some bitch ass shit, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
Because it's certain things
he ain't no man, bro.
Like if he was like all the stuff he was talking, like if you felt that way, if y'all hung out, that means you know where this man at. You know you could just pull up on this man. You had an issue with him. If you really had an issue, but you was a hoe. You got in your feelings and you blocked him. You know what I'm saying?
Real. Okay, DJ Envy. Do tell your wife to do goddamn Rose's wife. What was it? Rose do his nails. Your wife, yeah. Tell your wife to do that nigga nails on that bush ass shit. That's the way we gonna take it. That's the way we going there, nigga.
Yeah.
She doing nails and she doing feet. Or she didn't do Rose nails. Nigga. Get the fuck on with that bullshit, nigga. Fuck that nigga, man, bro.
So and then
white folks get that nigga too much credit, man.
Yeah, and so I feel like it's come like Juice Man say, like if you putting when you should step back, like you call the police on me, then yeah, I'm probably gonna have to step back from you. But other than that, I probably like Juice Man say, we both been in a situation like that And you know what I'm saying? Like they say, what a girl say, that's my man. That's my man. And I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Yeah.
So I can sit beside you if I know you're going through something, I can stick beside you, but like Juice been say, like you call the police or something or put my life in danger, then I'm gonna have to step back, you know what I'm saying? And I can just, and it's always good. You can still love somebody from a distance, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's nothing wrong with stepping back if you need to step back, but it also if that's your people and your family, some communication should be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because communication is always the key. You know what I'm saying? If you got an issue with something, we should talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down. We can't sit down and talk about it. Then I just have to love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But there's always room for improvement for everyone. And as far as like and mental health and things like that, people, if you feel like you're going through something, then yeah, you should probably go see somebody or talk to somebody or just reach out to anybody. There's plenty of avenues nowadays. You don't have to go to see nobody professionally, but you should probably talk to someone.
To that point, Rose, they do have these online people you can talk to over the phone or just email them and message them 24/7 online.
Yeah, they do, but it don't even have to be that. If you go through something, you need to talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? Just because get the monkey off your back. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't help. But I think that DJ Envy was wrong for what he said on the radio and what he did in real life, and that makes him a hoe. You know what I'm saying? He's been a hoe, but and then he kind of suspect too. Him and Charlamagne always got these gay jokes going on, but the mental health point, just talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It should never get to the point where you're hurting yourself or you hurt other people around you just because you don't know what's going on. Because mental health, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It used to not be. People didn't take it as serious as they do now. But lots of times when it comes to men in the mental health, I ain't gonna lie. Some men are just hoes.
It's a hush topic too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Some dudes are just hoes, you know what I'm saying? But and then some are real life straight up crazy, you know what I'm saying? They need medication, but they don't want to take it, or they don't know that they need it. You know what I'm saying? If you've never been to a doctor, especially with black men, especially with their health, and so if black men don't go to the doctor for their health, what do you think they go to? You think they go to a doctor for their mental health?
And I'm gonna say this though, Rose. Me and MJ talked about it. The mental health conversation is so tricky because what you just said is hit the nail on the head. If I break my bone trying to leave this room right now, I'm gonna know my bone's broken, and y'all will probably know something's wrong with me because I won't be able to stand or walk or whatever. So when you have a physical ailment, it's so much easier to see. But like with CTE, for example, we don't even know that some of these athletes have CTE after they pass away and we dissect their brain. I say that to say this: when it comes to mental health, it's we don't really know something's wrong with you. We have to make assumptions because I have to look at Juice Man, Rose. I have to see your behavior change, and then I have to assume why is your behavior changing? Because sometimes your behavior changing ain't always meaning you're depressed or you got something going on. It could be you just growing, or maybe you just in a different place in your life. So you do have to ask questions, but more importantly, if I ask you, Juice Man, is everything okay? You need to be able to tell me if everything's really okay. So you
okay. We online right now? We online right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We online right now, guess what? I have to tell you, yeah, everything good. But in actuality, everything could be bad. And it's just like you say, if you play football, you got a CTE, nigga. Simple as that. No questions asked. You fucked up.
Most likely, yeah. Especially if you got hits.
Yeah. I think 95% of the time, if you play a high contact position, you probably have to.
Like boxing, all that stuff.
It's over with. It's also,
MMA.
But what we talking about again? But I already know I got a TBI. I'm diagnosed and everything. So what we talking about again?
Just black men's mental health. Like we need to be more accepting of.
We talking about Tyrese and his
wife. Our brothers talking to us and listening.
That was just an example that we used.
Okay. But because when
she was wrong. Tyrese wife was wrong.
Like when Tyrese was going through that stuff, I'm gonna be serious. DJ Envy and whoever his other friends are, it's hard to tell who these motherfuckers friends are.
DJ Envy on some other
These
shit.
motherfuckers, you need to reach out to your friends. I know I had a conversation with someone asking how he was able to make movies. That goes back to the conversation of mental health is complicated. Because there are people who have mental health issues all the time, and they can go to work. Sometimes it's triggers, as someone like Rose,
you got the triggers.
who deals with mental health like I do. It could be, you might be fine. Like all three of us could be fine. But the minute I go home and I'm in a house by myself, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have y'all to distract me from my thoughts.
Yeah.
A lot of people, that's what it is. For other people, it could just be when they listen to certain songs or they just seeing certain movies and it reminds them of situations.
Everything.
I know for people that I know in the military, when they hear loud noises, it triggers them. So for a lot of these situations, it's about the situation you're in and what's happening to trigger that event. And for Tyrese, when he was sending them texts, taking them pills, he could have been in that house by himself, thinking to himself, my wife's gone, my kid's gone, I don't have no one that loves me, and he's texting his friends, and maybe his friends not responding, and now he's on the phone with Jada because he's trying to get in touch with Will, who he said, talking about, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Pussy's the sweetest thing next to revenge, and he talking about he don't remember having that conversation, but Jada apparently recorded it, because,
She a hoe.
But, and that's all I really got to say about it, man. Check on your people, and don't fall back from your friends. If you're going to tell me that I'm your brother, then you shouldn't fall back from me, man. Like, we both should be there for each other no matter what. That's just how I feel, and that's the type of people I want around me. Rose?
Yeah. Like I always say, you treat people how you want to be treated. If you got an issue with somebody, first thing you need to do is look in the mirror, check yourself, and then have a conversation.
Man in the mirror.
You know what I'm saying? It's simple, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't believe 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I'm
They
saying?
think it's 5, dog.
Yeah, they subtracting, it's not adding. You know what I'm saying?
The math ain't mathing, man.
Yeah, so man, check on your people. You know what I'm saying? It only take a few seconds to send a text. You could be on the toilet or anything. You playing video game on social media. Even if you don't even text them, y'all probably most likely friends on social media. Send them something. Send them a funny video or something. You know what I'm saying? Check on your people. Just stay in touch with your people. You know what I'm saying?
Let people know that you're on their mind, man.
Yeah, so.
Hey, man. And there was an Airbnb Rakim. Peace.
And I'm back quiet.